He's a ghost in the machine, a phantom with a purpose. They call him the Equalizer. But who is he, really? After years of silence, he's back. And this time, he's trading the city lights for the sun-soaked charm of Italy. But can a man who's mastered the art of darkness truly find peace in paradise? Can he protect those he cares about without becoming the monster he once was? Well, to know all about this, watch our video till the end. The Equalizer trilogy turned out to be a significant success, raking in $573 million worldwide. While these films may not be considered among the greatest action movies of all time, they consistently delivered solid entertainment and helped cement Denzel's status as a box office draw in the action genre. The idea of a fourth installment was even floated, with talks of using de-aging technology to create a prequel featuring a younger Robert McCall, Denzel's character. However, Denzel Washington wisely decided not to pursue this, choosing to let the trilogy stand as it is. Now that The Equalizer 3 has marked the end of his journey with the franchise, the big question is, what's next for Denzel? He's far from done with action movies, and it's exciting to think about what a new franchise might take on to fill the gap left by The Equalizer. In the meantime, Denzel has lined up some intriguing projects. His next role's in Gladiator 2, where he plays Macrinus, a wealthy arms dealer, potentially showcasing him in another memorable villainous role. He's also teaming up with director Spike Lee for a remake of High and Low, and is working on a project about Hannibal the Conqueror with the Equalizer director Antoine Fuqua. While Denzel may have closed the chapter on the Equalizer, it is clear that his career is far from over. His choice of upcoming projects suggests that he's ready to explore new and exciting roles, potentially leading to the birth of another successful franchise. It will be fascinating to see how Denzel Washington reinvents himself in the coming years. Denzel Washington has an impressive lineup of upcoming movies, each bringing its own sense of excitement and anticipation. However, fans of his action-packed performances in the Equalizer franchise might notice a shift. None of these new films seem to have the same action-oriented focus that turned Denzel into a formidable presence in the action genre. Take Gladiator 2, for example. It is almost guaranteed to be packed with thrilling scenes and intense battles, but Denzel's role in the film won't place him at the center of the action. His character is a wealthy arms dealer, and it might be crucial to the plot, but he's not expected to take on the kind of physical, action-heavy role that he did as Robert McCall in The Equalizer. Similarly, Hannibal the Conqueror could showcase some epic historical lore scenes, but this is still quite different from the modern gritty action of the Equalizer series. This lack of upcoming action roles might prompt Denzel to revisit some of his earlier films for some potential franchise opportunities. Many of his Hollywood peers have done this with great success. Will Smith, for instance, returned to his role in Bad Boys, Eddie Murphy brought back Beverly Hills Cop, and Tom Cruise once again took to the skies in Top Gun Maverick. So, could Denzel do the same? Looking at Denzel's past action movies, there were certainly a few that had the potential to spawn franchises. The Book of Eli and Man on Fire are two prime examples. Both films had strong characters and intriguing worlds that could have been expanded into sequels or spin-offs. However, the chances of these properties continuing with Denzel seem slim, especially considering that both films have reboots currently in development. This suggests that the studios might be more interested in a fresh start rather than revisiting the originals with Denzel at the helm. Even as more recent action movies don't offer much hope for a sequel, take Two Guns from 2013, for example. The film paired Denzel with Mark Wahlberg in a high-octane, buddy cop adventure that seemed primed for a sequel. But despite the film's success, a follow-up never materialized. After so much time has passed, it's unlikely that there's still enough interest from the studios to revive the project. The same goes for other modern films like Safe House or Unstoppable. Although these films were well received and had potential for sequels or prequels, too much time has passed for these ideas to really gain traction now. With Denzel officially ruling out The Equalizer 4, it seems clear that his future in action movies lies not in returning to old roles, but in finding something entirely new. But what could that be? One intriguing possibility is the Marvel Cinematic Universe. As of 2018, Denzel revealed that Marvel Studios had never reached out to him about joining their expansive superhero franchise. However, there's a lot of fan speculation and hope that he could eventually step into a Marvel role. Michael B. Jordan, who starred in Black Panther, even had ideas for Denzel to join future installments of the series, although nothing's come of it yet. The MCU has a track record of revitalizing and transforming the careers of established actors. Whether it's as a new version of Kang, or perhaps even reimagining iconic villains like Magneto or Doctor Doom, Denzel would be a formidable presence in the Marvel Universe. He's the kind of star that MCU tends to gravitate toward, someone who brings not just star power, but also the gravitas and depth to his roles. Another franchise that's long had its eyes on Denzel is Fast and Furious. The franchise, known for its high-octane stunts and ensemble cast, initially approached Denzel to play a villain in Furious 7. Although that didn't pan out, several stars of the franchise have since expressed their hopes that Denzel might still join the family. With Fast and Furious 11 set to be the final installment in the series, the window of opportunity is closing. However, there is still time for Denzel to buckle up and make a memorable impact in one of the biggest action franchises of all time. While Denzel Washington's upcoming films are exciting in their own right, they don't quite fill the void left by The Equalizer in terms of action-packed franchise potential. However, Denzel's career has always been full of surprises, and there are still plenty of opportunities for him to find a new action franchise that could define this next chapter of his illustrious career. Whether he joins the MCU, steps into the Fast and Furious world, or finds an entirely new path, it'll be fascinating to see where he goes next. Denzel Washington is one of Hollywood's biggest stars, and after his success of the Equalizer trilogy, the question now is whether he'll find another action-packed franchise to call his own. While the MCU and Fast and Furious are two of the more obvious choices, they're not the only options. Other major franchises like John Wick, Bourne, or Mission Impossible could easily provide the kind of high-octane action that Denzel thrived on as Robert McCall. In addition, sequels in existing franchises such as Creed or Dune could also present fantastic opportunities for Denzel to shine. And then there are the larger-than-life worlds of Transformers, Jurassic, Planet of the Apes, and Star Wars. These franchises are always looking to add new star power, and Denzel would be a megastar addition for any of them. It might seem like Denzel Washington doesn't need another franchise like The Equalizer to stay on top. After all, he's already a legendary actor with a string of Oscar-worthy performances. However, not finding a new action franchise could actually be a missed opportunity. For Denzel, finding another action franchise is more than a career move. It's about maintaining the momentum he's built as a credible and exciting action hero. The Equalizer trilogy proved how much fun it is to watch Denzel take on the bad guys, and there's clearly an appetite for more. While these established franchises would undoubtedly offer him a steady stream of big-budget roles, they might not capture the same magic that came from playing Robert McCall. And the unique appeal of The Equalizer is how it allowed Denzel to showcase both his dramatic chops and the ability to kick some serious butt, all while delivering a character who was complex. The trend of Denzel headlining an action movie every few years has been incredibly successful, so it would be smart for him to keep this going. While the lure of joining a well-established franchise like the MCU or Fast and Furious is strong,